Blessed love and welcome back to Wise Hearts Garden, where we plant seeds to grow you. If this is your first time here, my name is Wida, and Wise Hearts Garden is a space devoted to nurturing growth through lived experience. I know I have talked before about my human design, about my astrology, my numerology, and but it's a space devoted to nurturing growth through lived experience, deep listening, and authentic expression, rooted in the belief that healing is not linear and wisdom is cultivated through real life. Wise Hearts Garden offers a sanctuary for exploration, reflection, and self discovery. Here we honor the power of responding to life exactly as it is, trusting that each moment unfolds exactly as it's meant to. And I'm here to experiment with life, to listen deeply, and to share my experiences with you. And so I am still here in Cuenca, Ecuador until close to the end of the month, and just wanted to share some of the things that are impacting me here. I've talked about it before on my social media, but I don't believe I have really spoken. And I'm sorry, y'all, but I have been moving and evidently moved some chi because I am fogging up my glasses. And so that's why I keep taking them off. And so I just wanted to share a little bit. I'm in the suburbs of Cuenca. I'm here to do work with the Global Underground Railroad as part as the Woman Heal Together initiative with Lorana Hughes. And I will link her website at the bottom of this video. And I was in Cuenca last year from mid July to mid August. And so this is my second visit here. I flew into Guayaquil and then took a bus to Cuenca. And I know there are so many videos of retirees and people talking about visas and what the typical rent, those types of things. And I just wanted to share just my own perspective on being in Cuenca, living in Cuenca, and what I see, what has surprised me, what I love about Cuenca, what feels challenging to me. And yeah, and I think I'm going to start there with what feels challenging to me. I love dogs, and I see lots of dogs everywhere here in Cuenca. I see people with their dogs, but I also see a lot of dogs that I believe are strays that live on the street. And I see them when I'm going to the park or driving into the neighborhood. I've seen dogs that appear to have been injured because of the way they're holding their paws as they're running, and um, and so that's impactful um, because it makes me sad to see the dogs. Like I want to do something more to try to help them, and I'm still thinking about what I could do. And when I visit a place, when I'm staying in a place, I like to be able to give something back to that community and not just take from it. And so um, the dogs definitely are on my mind. Okay. What I love about Cuenca, I love that I'm able to use the US dollar here and that it goes a lot further. So the economics of being here is really nice for me. Um, yeah, so you can go on Facebook, and there are plenty of groups. If you look up Cuenca, that will show you like what a 3 bedroom apartment is or a 3 bedroom house, what the cost is. Most of the ones I've looked at are under $500. So again, you can go and look at that. For me, going to the market and being able to um, not spend over $20 and be weighed down with food is incredibly satisfying. I love to cook and prepare meals. So I think it's probably best for me to make sure that I eat before I go to the market and to also have a list when I go to the market, because when I see things that are ripe, fresh, um, I just want to buy everything. I love being able to have like a fresh squeezed or a fresh juice at the market for $1. I love that if I don't need $1 worth of tomatoes, that I could try to get 50 cents worth. And me thinking about that back home just feels like something that I can't even imagine. So I also love the interactions with the individuals that are at the market that are selling. I think I've only encountered women, with the exception of men that were working at the seafood market part. And also, there was a man that had health items, and I purchased some beet juice from him last year. But the majority of the vendors are women. I love seeing that. I love that herbs are woven into so much here and that it's normalized. That is very different from me being in the United States. Most of the people that I am in community with have lots of questions about herbs, are not really trusting of herbs, and may be disconnected from their bodies, may be disconnected from nature. And I can identify with that. I've been that person. I have been a person that really gave my power away and outsourced my power to other people, um, especially doctors, allopathic, Western medicine for a very long time. So at this stage of my life, it's totally different. I've reconnected with nature, reconnected with myself, my body, and being here really aligns with my values, with being with the type of community that's important to me. So seeing herbs everywhere, being able to go to the market and tell someone symptoms and they give you the herbs that you need for it. I absolutely love that. Um, what else can I say about herbs? Like you could be driving down the road and you will see, I don't know if it's a castor bush or a tree, but you can see herbs. There are herbs at the park across the street. And I also saw lemon verbena is one of my favorites when I am crafting herbal tisanes or teas. And there's some growing across the park. And mine had never gone to seed or like bloomed. I never saw flowers on mine at home, but here I've been able to see that. So that's something else that I love. I love being able to see hummingbirds, and that's a common occurrence here. Love, love, love that. At home, I have to put out hummingbird feeders to see them. So I love that. I love the vibrancy here. I love all the colors. Like going to the market and you just see the indigenous women in their beautiful garments. Their clothes are beautiful. And the vibrancy goes into just like the amount of movement that's here. It feels alive to be in Cuenca. So, and there's so many activities. There's so many things going on that you're not able to go and participate in everything. Or if you do, I can only imagine you're very, very tired. But there are so many events. Like this week, I was invited to go see the movie Sinners, and dinner comes with that, and also an art exhibition with jazz and tapas. And it's just a lot. It's just a lot to do. And so, and it's a huge city. Trying to think of anything else. You hear the dogs barking? I don't know if you can hear them, but some of the dogs I was talking about earlier, they're right. Like I've just seen them over at the park. I love that there are neighborhood stores. Like I said, we're out in the suburbs here of Cuenca, and but there's a bus stop right across the street, so you got access to public transportation. But there's so many stores. So if you wake up and you need something from the store, if you need something to clean with, if you need something for breakfast, if you just want a sweet treat, or if you just want to go hang out because they've actually got a table out front at one of the stores. Um, you got access within your neighborhood, which is really, really nice. I love that people speak to you, and that if someone has a question for you, that they actually stop and take time to listen to whatever the answer is that you're giving, which is different than at home. So often I know that people are just busy, and somebody might be walking past and ask how you are, and I'm just not available for those types of conversations anymore. So what else? Okay, so what feels challenging for me is the amount of rain that is here. I know that I'm a person that really thrives and loves the sunshine, and I appreciate the rain. I know that there is a reason for the rain, and even at home, it seems like I hear lots of people complaining, and that's what I'm doing right now, right? But it does feel challenging, so I just want to be straight up and be honest with you. The rain might not last long, and it might last. There was a hailstorm since I've been here, and so it rained, then we got hail, then it kind of slowed up a bit, and then it started again. And so there have been a couple of showers, maybe three so far today. And the park was a little muddy this morning. And so I was walking in the grass. I don't like my feet to be wet. My shoes got wet. So that feels a little challenging for me. It also feels challenging for me, and it's not a bad thing. It just feels challenging that I don't have my own car that I can hop in and go somewhere. And I wouldn't drive here. I would not drive here. It's a whole thing. It's a whole different experience. And so I wouldn't know how to maneuver and do the little toot toot my horn to let people know that I was moving around them. So that feels challenging. Um, Yesterday felt challenging. It was Easter Sunday, and I wasn't at home with my family. So just being away. I'm grateful for modern technology and being able to have calls where we can see one another, have WhatsApp. I am so grateful for that. And but yeah, the rain. It's daily, or what has been my experience for the most part, like afternoon or evening rain. Today has just been throughout the day. Language hasn't been like a huge obstacle for me. I know some Spanish. I've spent time in the Yucatan, and then, like I said, I was here before. In the city that I live in, there's a large Latino demographic, and I try to use my Spanish as much as possible. So, as long as people know that you are trying, they're very patient, and it doesn't feel like you're being judged, but that you're trying to communicate. And so I really appreciate that. And then again, we have modern technology, so you can translate things very easily if that's your desire. Cuenca also has a large expat community, so a lot of people stay in areas where they're close to other people that speak English. And That's not something I think I've ever really wanted. When I go somewhere new, I want to have the experience of the people that live there and not stay grounded in the place that I was born and trying to have that type of experience. So let's see. I have a list, so I'm just going to check it. Let's see, anything else? Mm, I think that's all for right now. I think that's all. So happy Monday. Trusting that you had a wonderful weekend, whether you celebrated Easter or not. Trusting that you are well, that you are free from inner and outer harm, and just sending so much love out to you. And if you have made it to this point in the video, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. I have been challenged to be more consistent in this space, and it feels really good to be here and to be able to lean into being more creative. And so I'm very excited about that. But thank you. Thank you for taking the time out to be here at Wise Hearts Garden, and just trusting that you will join in again. Leave any comments that you may have, and I will respond. Yeah. Take good care of yourselves.